And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And towing the slab here, Shohei Ohtani. What do we need to know here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Anthony Volpe leading things off and takes a strike. On the ground to third. Throws to first in time. And the first out of the game is an easy one. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit, and then when he does, you better not miss it.
One out, base is empty. Fought off foul. This one in the air, center field. Edman going after it. Brings it in. 2 away now. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth, center fielder Cody Bellinger.
Here's Cody Bellinger. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Two outs. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Judge, the runner at first with 2 gone. Got him looking for the strikeout. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And towing the slab, Garrett Cole.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Mookie Betts, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Next offering is in for a strike. And that skips in the dirt. Fights it off. He'll see another. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Stretches out and hauls it in. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Cole, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. That one way inside. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
Chisholm snags it for the second out. You look at what the elite guys do. They strike hitters out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. So now it's Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every fifth day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the seventh inning or later.
Volpe sends it across to first. That ends the inning. On to the second now from Dodger Stadium. No score. And we're back. Here's Stanton now.
The designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Ohtani, the tall righty, 210 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Ohtani back to work. All right, so you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani. Go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
And a 1-1. And strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The pitch. And a ball evens the count. And there's a ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
96, catcher,
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. And that is out of play. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Edman racing over to make the catch.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field, someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Paul Goldschmidt now. Yeah, that's fouled off. Foul ball there. And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. So up next, Jason Dominguez. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. And another ball. Next offering is fouled back. Next offering way upstairs. That one fouled off. And a payoff pitch. And that's inside, and a good at bat, ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now.
There goes the runner. Hit on the ground to short. Volpe throws to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Max Muncy batting with 1 down takes a strike. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second.
1-1.
In the dirt, but kept close. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's ball 2.
Squirts away a little bit. That one missed. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. One out and a runner at second, bottom half of inning number 2. Base hit. Coming home. The throw in, but it's offline.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
One gone, runner at first. And now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Muncy over at first with one away. And that misses. Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Michael Conforto in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Count.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And ball 1. Right side. To first. And that will end the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. That's through there for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play. Back to the top of the lineup, and up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. Just missed.
That's the ball. 1-0.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the sweeper catches the plate.
The 2 strikes may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And that one fouled off. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. That's down and in.
0-1, no strikes.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
That one not close. And it's 3-0. Fastball for a strike. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Swing and a ground ball. It's in and out of his glove. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, that was clearly a double play ball, but the bobble unfortunately prevented him from being able to get 2. But a good job to stay with it and make sure you got at least 1.
Here comes Aaron Judge. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Up and in, ball 1.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That's inside.
That's
if you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Bounced out to short. Zips it across. Judge out on the play. And that's the 3rd out. The Yanks leave 1. They still trail 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium as we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's the second baseman, number 6. There's the strike.
0-1.
Inside, almost got him. In the air, left field. He's got it, and there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie.
Here's Mookie Betts now. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
One down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball.
Betts can claim something not many players can. He's won the World Series playing in the National League and the American League.
And Mookie takes. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Edman in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That one missing inside. Next one is off the plate, and that's ball 2. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He'll touch them all, and they add to the lead. It's 2-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
2 outs, nobody on. Here is Freddie Freeman. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the 3rd. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning going.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Walked his first time. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. And that chops in for a strike. Freeman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. In the air, right side. This one could be trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. The relay to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and they're up by 3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Will Smith to the plate. Grounded out his first time up. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. That's in there, and it's 0-2.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Man on second, 2 down. That's out to center field. That is the inning. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 left on base. On to inning number 4. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Yankees nothing. Start of the 4th. Bellinger up to hit.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Bellinger is an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters. And meanwhile, this a fair ball down the left field line. Throws to second, and that's a leadoff double.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch misses.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Move to second. Bellinger dives back.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Runner at second, nobody out. Just missed. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
There's the strike.
Careful.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Bellinger is in to score. It's an RBI single. It's 3-1.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. Made him really work out there on the mound. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Next to hit, Austin Wells. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over. 1 at second. On to first. Save. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. And a foul ball. Next pitch is downstairs. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Wells stands at first with one out. That one is absolutely belted. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
2 on, 1 out. And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. That's inside, and that's ball 1. Traffic on the bases with one already in. Top half of inning number 4. And another ball.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Two on, 1 out. Hard hit right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. A nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Reached on an infield single his first time.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Counts 1-0.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it on his own. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in L.A., and now it's Max Muncy.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
And there's a ball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Man at first. And next for L.A., Andy Pajes. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swings through that one for strike 1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and the runner holds.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dive, and he's got it. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play. Dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
Now it's the second baseman. Fly to left his first time. And that is out of play. Muncy at second with 2 down. Down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one missed.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. He goes down looking. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Yankees 1. We go to the top of the 5th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Ohtani back to work. Volpe, a former Gold Glove winner, 23 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 2. Just off the inside edge.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Line and a base hit into right. So a man on base to start the inning.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Fouled off left side. Next offering is in for a strike. Just misses with that one.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
2-2 the count.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Swings and misses. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Wow, what an incredible throw right there. And he might not have had time to get to his feet and catch that runner. That's an incredible display of arm strength.
Judge waits.
Ball, that's too high.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
Gets the strike. That was the sweeper. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Alex Vesia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Grove getting cranked up as well. And that's down and away.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Down in order go the Yankees. Score holds. It's 3-1. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now the shortstop, Mookie Betts. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Inside, almost got him.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
The shortstop takes the ball. Caught him looking for the K.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And he dodges that fastball. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
1 ball.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. That one drifts inside. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Grounds one to short. Volpe. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at bats in that way. Boogie's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep. That one close, rule the ball. 2-0.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Edman at first, 1 gone. Runner on the go. pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Ow!
You know, I always felt as a base runner, base stealer that, you know, if you can get in that first, second, maybe third pitch, get your jump and steal second base, you had a much better chance of being successful. As it gets deeper into that at bat and those pitches rack up, you almost get a little more flat-footed, and you've got to be sharp to get that jump and to beat a good throw down to second base. Just wasn't able to do it right there.
Freeman hits it in the air. Bellinger makes the catch, inning over. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Alex Vesia.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And here comes Bellinger. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First two pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. A walk, and he's also singled. That misses. Ball one. Right through there for a strike. The Yanks trailing by 2, and we're the top half of the sixth. Check swing, and he went. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. Edman in position. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Now batting catcher, Austin.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. And the slider just misses. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. And that one is downstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a foul straight back. 2 out, space is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Offense held in check there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Yankees 1.
Now
Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Mark Leiter Jr.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Tap foul at the plate.
You know, these Dodgers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. One up, one down.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Just missed.
That's the ball.
And it's 1-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Tim Hill getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Cousins warming up as well. Next offering in there for a strike. Now he's in a 1-2 hold. One down, base is empty. And that's
Ball
downstairs. 2-2. Right side, hard hit. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Two outs, base is empty. Here comes Max Muncy. Just missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
2-0. Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is the third out of the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 6 full. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Yankees 1. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Top of inning number 7. Now Paul Goldschmidt. The Yankees looking to rally.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That's out.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Ripped on the ground to second. Throw on to Freeman. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Jason Dominguez getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's in for a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Right through there for a strike. The Dodgers trying to protect a 2-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Oswaldo Cabrera will hit next. And a foul ball. Outside with a breaking ball.
Two balls, one strike.
Out to short, Betts. Zips it to first, and the Yanks go quietly. Yanks held in check, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tim Hill.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
So a man at first, and here is Michael Conforto. Has grounded out a couple of times. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering is fouled back.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Bellinger drifts towards it. 1 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman, Hassan Kill.
Here's the second baseman. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. There's the strike.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And that's outside, and the count is 1-1. On the ground to second, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Here's Mookie now. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
2 outs. On the ground, Cabrera gets it to first, and Betts is gone. That's the inning. 1 left for LA, and the score stays 3-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Blake Trinan.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So back to the top of the order, and here is Anthony Volpe, 1 for 3. Smoked on the ground a second. Throw on to Freeman. First out in the top of the 8th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. Trinan, a former All-Star, 36 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Kirby Yates looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. The Yankees down by a pair, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. And a good eye there.
Outside.
Misses off the inside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Outside, and that is ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put them away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
And ball 1 to Judge.
Way to lay off that pitch down. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Chisholm leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Tying run at the plate. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Got him looking for the strikeout. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
That one just misses.
Executed that pitch very nicely, just missed with it.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Trying it, picks over. Next pitch is outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste.
Runner on the go. Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-3.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. A hard sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it. Really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. Just missed. The 1-0. And another ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Trying in the 2-0. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's downstairs and outside. Austin Wells in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the right-hander's 3-1. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Swung on, belted. That one back there. And foul as it bangs off the fence. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Two down, nobody on. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. And he walked him. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Blake Trinan gives way, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Tanner Scott gets the ball now.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Go ahead run on base. And up next for New York, Austin Wells. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Right through there for a strike.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one's back there. Gone. He nails one out to right. It's their second home run of the inning, and that's how they take the lead. It's 5-3.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So 2 down, and next for New York, Paul Goldschmidt. Check swing, called strike. Pitch misses there, and 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. So Goldie strikes out here. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 5-3. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Fernando Cruz.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. He's already homered here in this one. In the air, center field. Bellinger settles underneath it. And there's 1 down. And here's Freddie Freeman. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Movement in the Yankees pen. Devin Williams getting ready to go. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball.
The Dodgers trailing by 2 here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. And the first offering is not close.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And the 1-0. Swings through that.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Way high.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Just missed.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Will Smith in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Late on that fastball. Freeman, the base runner at first with 1 out. That's ripped into the outfield. And it stays fair. Lead runner around second. Runner around third. Relay throw. Safe. He beats the tag. And now they trail by one.
Back-to-back base hits. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. Really important at bat coming up now.
One down, runner at third. And up to the plate is Will Smith. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And ball one.
2 strikes.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fastball is outside. Gets a piece and stays alive. The tying run is 90 feet away. Stays alive. And it remains 2-2. Got him swinging.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Fernando Cruz done for the day, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So they turn to their closer, Devin Williams.
And he may only have to face one batter in this spot. At least that's what they're hoping as he tries to strand that runner at third. Big spot here.
Max Muncy at the dish. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. That one in there across the letters.
We got a ball, 1 strike.
Two outs. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single, a big two-out hit, and the game is tied.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
2 outs, runner on first. Andy Pajes digs in now. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
The 0-1 just missed. And there's a strike. Next offering is down low. In there, sets him down on strikes. Clip the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3. But they score twice and even it up late. 9th inning coming up. We're all tied up 5-5. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. Scott back to work, and that's in for a strike. 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Kirby Yates appears to be getting loose. Banda getting loose as well. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
And that's outside.
2 strikes. That's ball 2.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. So digging in, Oswaldo Cabrera, a switch hitter batting right. And fouled off. All tied up here at the top of the 9th. The next pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. In the air, right field, and that's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that quickly 2 away. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That one laced to center and a base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Go ahead run on base. Chisholm now at the plate. Scott checks over to first, and he's back.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. There's the ball. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Two outs. Runner goes again. Pitch is low. Throw to third. Save. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Two down. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Hit in the air, center field. And that's the third out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Top of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Going to count 1-2.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Strike 3, got him swinging. And that's the first out.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call. He probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Now it's the second baseman. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
One down, base is empty. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 1-2. That's a little bit low.
That's a really good take.
Base is empty, one away here in the last half of inning number 9. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Now that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Here's Mookie now. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Inside, just missed.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
Turns and fires the Betts. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trust in your stuff. Just 1 out away from getting out of a huge jam.
And here comes Tommy Edman. He's already homered in this game. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Next offering is outside. Right side. Judge is there. Makes the grab. And the inning is over. So they can't come up with the winning run. And that means we'll have to go a little longer here tonight to find a winner. We're all tied up 5-5. We're back. And on the mound is the closer, Kirby Yates.
Kirby.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here is Aaron Judge. And that one fouled off.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
The 0-1. Judge comes up empty there. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Edman in position. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Now batting center fielder Cody Bellinger.
Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish. Known for his late inning heroics. Outside, and it's 1-0.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And there's 2 down.
Up next, for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
First pitch, not close. Movement in the bullpen. Michael Grove looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Bonda also getting ready. With the go-ahead run at third, here in the top half of the 10th. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count even at 1. Swings through that one.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to happen with 2 strikes.
Two outs. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Luke Weaver. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Man at second. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
I don't know what he's looking for right there. You have to be ready to swing the bat. You can walk it off if you're just a little more aggressive.
Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
One away, the winning run at second. Next offering is downstairs.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering, with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back, let your hands work, stay in the middle of the field.
The winning run on second base. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, catcher,
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a flyout, and a strikeout.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
Just missed. Just missed. Winning run stands at second. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Popped up. Volpe sizes this one up. And that will end the inning. So the Dodgers leave one. This ball game still tied 5-all.
That was an opportunity to do damage. He popped it up instead. Frustrating at bat. He'll be thinking about that one for a while.
Back here at Dodger Stadium. We're in extras here. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. Man at second, nobody out. And Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Late swing, foul to the left. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. 1 for 4 with a double. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez. 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, and 2 groundouts. And that's through there for a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance in an immaculate inning.
With the go-ahead run standing at second here in extra innings. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Ground ball left side, sneaks through, base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite them?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. Just missed.
1-0.
That misses. And now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 3. Anthony Volpe in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
The kick, the 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. With the go-ahead run at third, and we're here in the top half of the 11th. And that'll load the bases.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. The bases are full for the New York Yankees. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Good hitters count the 2-0. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Base hit, 1 run is in. Tag, and he's out at the plate. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th. Yankees 6 and the Dodgers 5. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Max Muncy. That clips the zone. Strike 1.
Well, this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up the middle or to right field.
So the tying run at second. Swings and misses. And that's strike 2.
0-2. Ball 1.
This one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
A 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now the DH, Michael Conforto, trying to deliver as the hero. With the tying run at second, and here in extra innings. This could end it. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses down and away.
2-2 down.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, I love the fact they didn't quit. They had to do a little extra work tonight to secure this win, but it's what you got to do over the course of a season if you want to be a championship ball club.
6-5 the final here today. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.